It's Selection Sunday. It's been a while since I've been on here. Time to send some invitations out. Get people to join the chat. Normally it's baseball. Sometimes it's mostly baseball. But we got college basketball tonight. We'll see how many people I get, and then we'll get started shortly here. Send this to Wolverine Slack channel. And if you showed up to chat, give me a holler, say hi, let me know what's up. Make sure that everything's set up well here, my mic and all this good stuff. I think we're almost good to go. So yeah, looking at the top 25 at the bottom, as you may or may not be aware, Texas Tech is almost a clear favorite, probably to win this conference tournament and maybe go to the final and win the final again. Besides that, though, there's a lot of interesting teams that are in the top 25. And you can check that out at the bottom here. This is CBGM, the college basketball general manager from GM Games. This is the flagship league of GM Games. And we're going to play some interesting games tonight. I just need one more second to put a shout out to Twitter. And let's see here. Okay, that's probably good enough. So anyways, it's the Selection Sunday show, but we're going to play a few games first. And let me just check that everything's set up. All right, so with that, we're going to get to the action. I can take off this overlay photo. And here we are. So we got North Carolina playing, if not the best player CBGM has ever seen, and that's JoJo Crowell. That's a big matchup. That's going to come up first. After that, we got Villanova. They get into the Big East final. It's kind of tapered off after Creighton this year. Creighton's got one loss on the season, a pretty balanced team. That's my team, doing quite well, but I think I'm going to lose a couple of the glory years of Anton Gordon to this team below here called Texas Tech. And they won last year, and they're just unstoppable tactics-wise as well. Powell's a tremendous player. So they're looking like they're going to roll over that Big 12 tournament. And Arizona, UCLA, Pac-12. And interestingly enough, we do have SMU and Cincy and the AAC. And just welcome to the chat, A Proby. New managers, always looking for new managers, obviously. If you want, there's a website. I'll send it to you. If you look under League Office, there's an application. You just need to have a little bit of a experience navigating through the off season and all that. So with that in mind, we're going to sim, and we're going to come back, cancel, and then untick, and then sim afterwards. So this is the classic cards style of advancing games. So untick the first one. Maybe we'll start from a different order. We'll do it this way. So work our way to the top game is what we have here. So Pac-12, ACC final, they probably look like two of the best. And what I'll do is I'll press play right here. And there's your result. We have Cincinnati beating SMU in that final. That's the first one in the books. Normally we'd live stream some of these games in 2D mode, but right now just no time whatsoever. 5 games, 4 games, just way too much to worry about. Okay, so next up, let's say this one looks like almost an obvious smash. Texas Tech, Iowa State. We'll get that one out of the way. Texas Tech has been rolling. It's unlikely they're going to lose, so we'll play that one. And what do we have is a final. Oh, we got to untick, then go. And Texas Tech hits the 100 mark, the century mark, and they win by 36. So they're rolling into the tournament. They've just swept the board, and now they're looking to sweep the tournament. Okay. And Powell's a senior, though, so life does change in the CBGM next year, so keep that in mind. What do we have left? Villanova Creighton. I certainly hope my team doesn't disappoint here, so what I'll do is I'll hope for the best here. And let's see what happens in this one. Pretty sure we didn't get the result yet of that. Okay, so we didn't advance the day. Let me come back to this screen. Oh, one thing I'm not doing is full screening, so that's the way it's supposed to look. My bad. Ask me any questions in chat if you want. We're going to sim this one here. This one should play. And Creighton. So that's a Big East championship for the Creighton Blue Jays. Malik Young getting it done. He's not usually the best contributor. It's usually Myers, Anton Gordon. So that's a strong position, looking like a #1 rank going into the tournament. So that's a good one. Next one is going to be the Pac-12 final. Hustlin' Owls here. He's the owner of UCLA, Arizona. Let's take a look at the preview. Maybe a point spread matchup here. UCLA's slight favorite. Orville Schwartz, though, that guy's quite a beast. Blocks, rebounds, a lot of good stuff there. And we're going to untick this box and see what happens in the Pac-12 final. All right, so what do we got? Arizona, unfortunately, Hustlin' Owl, you didn't need to see that. Sorry to show you that result live here. Arizona squeaks out that 7-point win. Going into the tournament, UCLA is definitely going to be in, so that's mostly for jockeying for position. Some bragging rights, obviously. To win the Pac-12, you do want to win that tournament. And last one, JoJo Crowell. Amazing superstar player. If you're not aware, I'll go to the league leaders, show him one more time here for anyone who's new to the league. This guy is just torching. He's cooking every night. He's scoring almost 40 a game. This is unheard of. Cuse is not that deep, which does give Crowell a lot more shots. Distribution there. Looking at Crowell's stats, it's something we've never seen. The record's being smashed in the season easily. Look at his game logs. He's scoring 30 a game here. And just 1,157 points. That's definitely going to be a new record for a season, because if you go to the Almanac, just going to show a little history of Steve Robertson. The most points, so it's 1,137. That's at the end of the tournament. So if you go player records, you check out points in a season, points in a single season, that's going to show up next year. So no one has ever hit the 1,000 mark, and he just smashed it. JoJo Crowell is the talent like it's never been seen in this league. So what is he going to do in the tournament? We're going to see. Hey Breeze, welcome to the chat. All right, so we're going to get to this last matchup. See if JoJo Crowell so good that he can win the ACC tournament. There were two other really good teams that are not in the final as well. That's Cards, his Louisville Cardinals. If you haven't seen his series, he does a lot of stuff on the GM Games channel. And North Carolina, that's not the other team. Notre Dame is the team that also could have been there, but they're not in the final as well. So with that in mind, we're going to simulate this. And it's North Carolina. Is it an upset? I don't know. Mike Bender and Mikel Robinson are both dangerous players. Crowell only with the 25 points. Hey, Bubba, what's going on? Nice to see you in the chat. JoJo Crowell, it does not add to the legacy that Carmelo Anthony style, but does not win the ACC tournament, but we'll see how far he can take his Syracuse Orangemen to the Syracuse Orange now, to, I don't know, maybe the Final Four. We'll see how that goes. So what I'll do right now is I'll just make sure that we lock this in. you don't get any crashing on the advancing to watch the Selection Sunday show. If anyone has any questions in the chat, feel free to ask. But yeah, no, this is a fun league. Definitely recommend it for anyone who's just checking us out tonight. Might be into the baseball, might be into baseball a little bit more. The baseball story that we have on our channel, I'm trying to say. And that's Draft to Glory, it's called now, with Aaron. He's well underway with that. And we may have something else going on for pro football. We just want to secure some licenses and we'll get going from that point as well. So Syracuse was the 8th ranked below. That's not going to help their positioning there. Arizona may jump into close to the top 5. If you look at the bottom there at 28-5. So lucky for them. But Selection Sunday, this is a big one. There's a lot of small conference teams. You can own more than one team in the league. So that's always interesting for people who have a couple of lower end teams. We don't allow you to have a lot of high end teams, but you know, if you want to have a couple low end teams, go for it. I think it's a lot of fun to try to win a small conference, make an upset, be a Cinderella in the tournament. That's always a lot of fun. Okay, so still saving here. This database is a lot larger than pro basketball. The saves in that one seem to go a lot quicker. Yeah, Missouri State. How did that season go, Bubba, for you and with them? Okay, well, this thing's still working itself through. Might have to check on it, so I'm just gonna bring back some of the overlay screen here. I hope this thing is it my computer that's maybe just crawling a little bit, but let's see how far this goes. So for my teams, I'm really hoping that I you know, the good thing is Prairie View won their tournament, the SWAC conference. That was a big win. Don't know what's up with this. Check on this. Yeah, hopefully it's still we're still trying to save the league and it's rotating, so definitely hope it retains that. I wonder if the stuff's going to lock in. So it's still in the loop right now. Okay. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a stream. It's just like making my computer crawl, but we're back. We're back now. Okay, so let's take that off. And okay, we're back and we're saved. So next, it says right here, selection show. I think what it had to do is advance through, finish the day, save, and then get ready to go. But this is it. This is the selection show, everyone. We're gonna get the montages going and all that good stuff. The Wolverine Studios Sports Network. Hey, Big F, good to see you in the chat. Good luck, everybody. We didn't do a lot of brackets this year. I didn't see a lot predicting first ranks and stuff, so it's going to be interesting. Okay, it's go time. So yeah, chatty Cathy's going on. Let's go to the next game. We're going to get this started. It's going to be the play-in games. I'm pretty sure that's the way it's going to show you. So here's the first one. We got Grand Canyon, Elon in the play-in game in Dayton. So that's the first tournament potential entry there. Wofford and Rice. Neither team is human-owned, actually. So Wofford, I thought that logo is always pretty funny, that dog. And Rice kind of looks like the Duke 3rd jersey font as well. And that's one of the play-ins. We got Toledo going up against Northern Iowa. So we got the MAC representing here. Northern Iowa is going heads up. This is in Dayton again, trying to play in and get into the tournament. And OK State, Nevada. So a possible at-large bid here in Nevada. They did not finish even in the final of the tournament, but that's pretty good for them. UNLV and San Diego State were in the final. They're both going to be dancing. They're both top 25 teams. OK State, that's really good for, is it Chuck? I haven't seen Chuck for a while, but OK State has a chance to get in the tournament, and they're in the play-in. Oh, yeah, here we go. Chuck's in the chat. Good timing. And what's up next? Texas Tech, of course. This is the top team pretty much in the entire game in that spot, and OK State gets to avoid that matchup. So we got Grand Canyon, Elon. They're going to have to play Texas Tech. Zona will play Prairie View. That's my bottom feeder team, which I've been working on trying to get them going. They're going to play Arizona. I don't know. Arizona should watch out. Prairie View won a game or two in the tournament, but had a really elite freshman that went pro. That's not going to happen again this year. So this is very much the bracket of death to face Texas Tech somewhere. Not fun. And it's North Carolina that gets the honor to be in this as well. Portland State will be matched up against them. North Carolina right now, the Tar Heels are AI team. What's next? Xavier gets another great path towards trying to get to the Final Four. They're going to have to match up with Texas Tech, and the Islanders from Texas A&M is their matchup. UNLV plays the champion of the Ivy League, 5-12, a favorite upset special throughout the years. Usually there's always one a year, and we got UNLV and Princeton going at it. Maryland is going to be playing Long Island. So Long Island, they got a deadly three-point shooter on that team. So Coffey's going to have to watch out. That team can shoot. And Kansas, at least there's more AI teams that have to get the chance to play Texas Tech. So not too bad there. Looks like they probably will roll through this. And Virginia and Florida State get the honor as well to play Texas Tech first. So I really feel bad for Grand Canyon or Elon. It's not going to go too well for them. All right, let's get to another region. Pittsburgh was done. In Columbus, Michigan State gets a first rank, 30-5, third ranked overall. They're playing Illinois State. And LSU, one of those teams that are running the Diamond 1-3-1-2-1-1 trap into the 1-3-1 zone fallback and having a lot of success. So they're a fifth rank. They only lost 3 times, and the game's respecting them for that. Next up, BYU's in this side of things. Siena is their matchup. BYU and Desired. He's going to be playing as a third rank here. That's a good season for them, though. 4 losses. Oregon, the Ducks. So we got Graham. George Washington's the first matchup for them. And what up, Louisville? Here's the chance for Cards to do something. He's in an upset special combo, 5-12. And, we'll see what happens. It doesn't look like the most difficult side, but that'll be a tough matchup with Oregon. They have a bit of a pedigree and history, and they have won a championship in the CBGM. All right, the Zags. So you just can't get rid of that, your WCC friends. So Zags and BYU are going to be potentially matching up They have some history with each other. They're going to be playing each other almost right off the bat. And Georgia Tech. So we got Blink going up against Eastern Kentucky. Blink's going to have the opportunity, if winning that, to potentially play LSU. And it's Bama. We got Kevs. Many, I'm not sure there's an owner. I think there is. But Kevs is going to potentially have the chance to win and then play Mad Eye at Michigan State. Next up, first ranks being dished out. Florida gets this one. And we have a Rattlers appearance. So that's a big appearance there from one of our local regs in the league. And he's back again into the tournament. UCLA, there you go, a 2 ranked here for Hustlin' Owl. He's going to be playing High Point in San Antonio. Notre Dame gets the 3 ranked. They're playing South Dakota. So Notre Dame's a strong team. Agalia is someone who's built a great recruiting class almost year after year. You got to watch out for them. And we got Indiana, pretty good year in the Big Ten, 25-7. There's some good teams. Sacred Hearts, their matchup. West Virginia in the 5-12. No longer the logo Bob Huggins anymore. He's retired. Forgot who took over, but OK State, it would be the matchup, or Nevada. So that's a tough playing game, and then a tough opponent right after that. And Michigan. So South Bama, there's an appearance for one of my teams. So we have an at-large bid there for the Fun Belt. So the Sun Belt gets a chance to play Michigan and some guy Milton Thompson or someone is their best player. And Michigan actually just got taken over as well by Dave Galindo. So Dave is going to be heads up with the Jaguars. Purdue's in, and that is none other than the Spider, and facing up against Kev BK, Alabama A&M. So that's a tough matchup. We'll see what comes out of that. Purdue better watch out. Alabama A&M has some sting. Hey, Van, what's going on? Good to see you. We'll see. USC hasn't been announced yet. Penn State's in, and SMU got in, even with losing that conference tournament. So Locust is in. They're in the tournament and potentially playing Florida. Next up, this got to be Creighton #1, you'd think. Yes, sir. Wolford Rice is the first matchup in Boise. Creighton 33-1. What do we got with them? We got Cuse, JoJo Crow. Damn. Kind of want to avoid that guy. That guy can beat anybody on any given day. Tennessee State will be the first matchup for Syracuse. And got one of my own teams in the side. So San Diego State, having a really good year. I'm really happy with what I've done there. Brought in some top 5 campers in the West at Vegas camp. Coming in, occupying spots in the lineup, working on that team, getting better and better every year. So Cleveland State, that's the matchup. We got Cal coming in. Cal is the pelvic woo, so that's a great record for the Pac-12. Army gets in. They'll be interesting to see what they do. Much better at football than basketball. And Cincinnati is in. So Chuck's bud, Warlord, he's in as well. Made the tournament. And unfortunately, he's got their star player is going to go pro after this year, Alonzo. But Cincy is in. What do we got next? USC. So USC is on the road of playing a nemesis out of the West Coast and the Aztecs. So that's a collision that looks like it's might be inevitable here. And Auburn gets the chance, the orange and blue teams, to face. This is not a fun 10th rank to play. I would not want to play Villanova. Big East, they made it to the Big East final. Can't sleep on that team. Not the same talent as before, but not the most fun first round matchup to have. And we got VCU in Ohio. So that's Crichton's kind of path. Potentially get through Ohio with machine earned runs. Loves that team. So that's it. And that's the tournament right now. Looks like that's what it's going to be. So I think after that, there's no other games. And that wraps things up here, folks. So that's it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get that file out there. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Again, CBGM is available for people who have Draft Day Sports College Basketball 2021 and have a little bit of an experience playing a few seasons, the off seasons. We're pretty good. We move daily. And so come check us out. We use a lot of Discord. There's a lot of community chat. Everyone's in here in the chat room chatting as well. So I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. We'll be in the chat room on Discord. I'm going to post the link one more time here to check out the league. If you're just watching it from somewhere else or usually watching baseball on here, check that out. We do media, and we have a league link with pros. So all of our players get drafted and brought into the pro game. And so there's a whole universe of our graduated and early leavers playing together. All right. Anyways, thanks everyone for attending. Quick stream. Got it done. Moving to the tournament, and off we go. Thanks again.